Dove, today we're going to be showing you 10 of your own Instagram photos from different years and challenge you to put them in order.
Oh, I love this. Okay, I love games. Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right, first image up.
Okay, that is at the South Bank Centre in London after I was doing the light in the piazza. And I feel like it was January, March, April, May, June 2019. So I'll say probably like an 8.
Let's see this next one.
Okay, that is when I was doing a live stream and I was singing, I think that's a still of me singing Remember Me. So that would have been more recently. That would have been only a couple months ago, like maybe June or July of 2020. So I'm gonna say that's 9. Okay, this is the billboard for Hairspray Live. This must have been 2016. Like November 2016, probably. I would say that's probably like a 5 on the scale. And I remember coming home and being like, holy, and they were all over like Sunset and like they were all over like Hollywood Boulevard and like all these places that always have like these big promotions. It was so cool. It was so cool. It was like by far the biggest thing I'd done at the time. And it was definitely surreal to see yourself up on a billboard. Okay, that would have been May or June of 2018. And that was after I won the Emmy. I always feel so awkward talking about it. I'm like, that's my Emmy.
Not even. That is something you should be so proud of. That's an incredible achievement.
No, it is. No, it really is something I'm really proud of. I just always feel like I haven't quite gotten used to speaking about it, even though it's been a while.
And I love how there's a seatbelt on it. Tell me about that.
Well, I mean, you know, she needed protection. I wasn't going to have her flying all about the place. To be fair, though, they're super heavy. What is that? Probably like 7?
Ready for this one?
That's my mom and dad. How cute are they? I love that photo because they're both so unaware that it's being taken. And it's like this quintessential 90s, like the guy is wearing like the sweater that stops at his wrist and she's got that like 90s coiffed short cut. Look at this like necklace she's got on. They just look like such a 90s power couple. Oh, that would be hard. When would I have posted that? Like 2 years ago. So maybe like, it's hard. I want to put that in the 6 slot, 5 or 6 for that one. Okay. That is when I was filming Out of Touch, the single long take music video for my single. Mm-hmm. And that's a behind the scenes shot, very, very femme fatale, very dramatique. And I think I must have posted that August. No, Out of Touch came later. So I would say like November 2019. So then this would have been 8, but what's in 8 right now?
The stage, you laying on the stage.
Okay, we're gonna have to bump everything back and this is gonna have to be 8.
We could do that at the end, but for right now, you want me to put it for like 10? And then we can just rearrange? Okay,
do it. Oh, this is when I was in Paris promoting Descendants 1 way back in the day, probably like 2015 or 2014. I love that shot because it feels so like the stripes and the slacks. It just feels so Parisian. So that probably would have been 4. I would put that in 4. That's pretty early. I love the shot because I didn't know it was being taken, and that was one of the most like surreal trips of my life, was like all of a sudden being known internationally, where before that I was like a girl in high school, you know, in show choir, and then I showed up to Paris and it was like I was promoting this film in Paris and I was like on buses and it was so crazy. It was so surreal.
Tell me about this one.
That one was getting ready for the press tour of Descendants 2. So that would have been 2017. I'm gonna have to reorganize. So then the Paris one would have had to be like 2 or 3 and this one would probably be 4. But for now, we'll just put it in 3 and I'll rejigger after. All of those things back there, people always, I remember at the time somebody commented like, wow, you take pictures of all your outfits, like, wow, you're so vain, like, or somebody was like, oh, that's such a good way to organize your outfits. And I was like, you guys, I have to be clear, like, you go to a fitting and somebody else tries clothes on you because it's their job, they're being paid to do that, and then they take your photos, so at the end you can pick the best looks. I am not that together. I have to like make myself put an outfit together. So no, I did not take those photos. That was being taken by my stylist.
This one's a fun one.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh, that would have been right around the same time as the Paris shot. So that is me and Sophie Turner. We were filming this movie called Barely Lethal, probably back in 2015 or 2014. And that was back when she was just kind of in the first couple seasons of Game of Thrones. And I actually hadn't seen it at the time. And it was before Toby, who was also in Barely Lethal, was in it. And he was like auditioning for it. He's like, I think I'm gonna be in it. And it was like this cute little like, Game of Thrones was like this big new sensation, and I'd never seen it, but they kept like talking back and forth, like, wouldn't it be so cool if we were on the same show together? And I think he booked it while we were there. She's so like fun and goofy and really like a girl's girl, and she always had like so much energy. I think we went bowling that night or something.
1 or 2?
Oh, probably 2. I'd say 2. Oh no, it's not Asian. Okay. Oh, guys, I have never looked so cute again after this red carpet photo. I like peeked and then I was like, nah, I've done it. I don't need to try again. This was before I was with Thomas. So this would have been 2015. And it was before Liv and Maddie was over because we were there for Liv and Maddie. I'm going to have to rejigger it. I feel like that one's probably like 3 or 4.
It's going in the one spot right now. All right. Is there anything you want to reorder?
My number 10 is actually going to be the one of me holding a microphone.
Okay.
That's the most recent one. Would you move the picture of me with all of my clothes to after the hairspray, switch the KCA one to spot number 3?
Good.
Yes, good.
Time to see how you did. Okay, so you got 10 correct and you got 9 correct.
No way.
All right, so you got 8 correct, you got 7 correct, and amazingly, you got 6 correct too. It's the first 5 where things got a bit trickier. So 5, you were off by 1, but you still get partial score there. And then 4, you're off by 1, 3 off by 1, 2 off by 1, and 1, well, you were kind of way off there. That one was actually your parents.
No, that's so annoying.
But that's so amazing. Your first photo ever was of your parents on your Instagram. So cute.
How sweet. I know. I love that. It's like your origin story. I guess that's one thing social media can give us, is like a sort of a very accurate time capsule of our time on the planet so far. I never really go down memory lane like that. So I feel like it's kind of like a nice practice. It reminds you how far you've come, and like, you know, the kind of like grand scope of your life. All right, you guys, thank you so much for going down memory lane with me. Make sure you check out my new single, We Belong. Take care of yourselves, wash your hands, wear your mask,